Hi guys, FrostFangs here, back with the Paladins video. Hope you're all doing well. We're playing some Corvus today, a little bit differently than I would usually play. We're doing Damaged Corvus. It's been way too long since the last video on the channel. You guys have been requesting it. It's been like 6 months, but Damaged Corvus has been probably like a year or two. The build is pretty straightforward though, just reset, which I would consider the main part, and the ammo gen. Bit of health, bit of movement speed. You really can't do too much crazy with Corvus build-wise on the damage side of things, other than what we've got here. We're literally using all 4 of the cards, but Damaged Corvus can work though. I have seen it a tiny bit recently. They did actually change it in this update. They put his damage up by 1 from 74 to 75, but slowed the fire rate down by 0.005. So 0.7, 0.75, 1 extra damage for some reason. We'll give it a shot. For some reason this skin is bugged, doesn't even show properly, but we've got other. Usually if you've not got a secondary healer, you probably want to point out that you're going for damage. Even if you do, just to let your team know that you're going to be trying to do stun damage Corvus, it's probably a good idea. But we've got TDM, doesn't matter too much on TDM, there are the teams for you, but it can definitely work though. Even though I'm expecting this to go badly, it can definitely function, especially if you're against a team like that, full squishies, and even against tanks, because the stun is really a strong part about it, and gives you a little bit of movement and stuff. But it is one of the least popular damage support setups. The talent is obviously selling Visage, and then the build which I showed you a minute ago. I don't know if I've ever seen anybody with this skin in an actual game, but yeah, we're going to run it. I'm going to go for Chronos, probably just to spam with the mark. I will try and heal a little bit, but it's obviously not the focus. We're going to use it aggressively here. It's got a pretty low cooldown. The whole problem with this is that you don't really want to be on your own as Corvus. We'll throw that through. That didn't work. The mark is obviously also just a little bit of jank, because it's to be expected. The weapon sound on this one is kind of harsh, but yeah, damage hitting for 75 is kind of funny on Corvus, because I'm so used to it just hitting 74, and the fire rate doesn't really feel noticeably slower. The fire rate doesn't feel any slower, so I don't know if they actually just, fix the text or something on it, because I didn't really read through the description too much. I probably should have, but the fire rate feels the exact same as I remember it, except I hit for like 1 more damage, and the weapon is actually not too bad. Seems like we're kind of pushing them here. We'll get the stun on the Corvus. Not Corvus, I'm playing Corvus. The 800 damage is also kind of nice. Does have a little bit of burst. I've covered this before and did fine with it, and also did really bad with it. I've definitely covered it more than once, but just one of those setups. Kind of weird, the stun missed. If you can line it up, I guess you can also still get the damage. The speed buff plus damage reduction isn't too bad. You don't have to necessarily teleport to it. Don't know why I'm remembering having 50 ammo, or 40 ammo I mean, and now we've got 50 shots here on her. The ammo gen was kind of nice there. We've got the reset. We'll throw that through again, teleport to it, get rid of the 7, get rid of the IO. Never mind, she teleported. There's a bit of a heal. We're obviously going to hybrid a little bit just because we're Corvus, but get rid of the IO. Yeah, we've got 40 ammo gen, so it's basically a full reload. There goes the Strix. So it's kind of the only scenario where I'd actually see this possibly doing well is like a really hectic TDM. There's a stun, teleport through, didn't give me the damage. I expect that to be a little bit awkward just because of the way it works. I don't know any other ability that gives you damage by going through people with like a blink. Went ahead and grabbed full nimble. That's going to probably teleport me off the map if I go for that, so we're not going to do that. We'll just get rid of the IO who's jumping off. There's a heal. We'll go for the ultimate, throw that there. No, IO's back on somehow. I guess she must have had the thing reset. She's going to teleport to Luna, time the stun. Yeah, there we go. I guess Corvus can definitely make this work. There's a blink, didn't give me the damage. I'm in a bad spot. It's a heal. Hitting the reset on it is actually super important. Massive earth heal. Ammo gen, I think, continues even if you teleport to it. We're trying to spam the heal on him. Took me a little minute. We'll go over this side. There's the stun. Yeah, there's the ammo gen. Teleport through. Yeah, that didn't give me the damage on her, I don't think. She is dead. We got the reset, though. Throw it again. There's the blink. This actually kind of works. I can genuinely see people playing this at a TDM, and that explains now why I've seen it a little bit already. It actually is pretty not that bad. Pretty not that bad, that's what I'm going to actually go with. Don't really know what I could say this plays like. It's pretty damn unique. The damage on the F is super inconsistent, I'll say that much, and the sound effect from the weapon is really annoying me. I'll try and turn it down a ton in post, but yeah, that didn't give me the damage there either, I don't think. The F teleport damage is very, very odd, but the stun works on it most of the time if it doesn't get clipped weirdly on stuff. Seems like we won it. Actually not too bad. That blink did deal the damage. There we go. I feel like one-on-one versus a flanker, damage Corvus actually kind of has a bit of an advantage if you land the stun. And the weapon doesn't feel that bad. I remember it feeling worse, even though the fire rate is lower. Purchase error. I had that last time in the last couple games I played, but 17.3, 47k. It definitely didn't feel crazy strong. It definitely isn't an overpowered setup or anything, but there are scenarios like that one where I could actually see it doing better maybe than even heal Corvus. I feel like I would have been less effective trying to heal the team there. Anyway, for game 2, we got an Onslaught Marauder support. I definitely should be going for support Corvus here. The build really did work in that last one. I'm going to stick 2 damage and hope that we can make it work, but that might be throwing a little bit because we have a Yag. I really should be a healer here. I will try and focus my hybrid heals on her, but we've got an Eevee, Moji, Amani. I guess Moji is a support now. What am I talking about? Then they have Emoji 2, Furia, Vora, BK, and Makoa. I think BK and Makoa are pretty disadvantaged versus this because they have just such big models. You can easily land that stun and hopefully the teleport damage, which isn't too hard to land if it works, but I feel like going against Lilian or characters with small models with this is just going to be really, really bad to try and get the combo, which is the only reason it works. Just using the weapon is not really great output, but the combo is pretty good. Hopefully you get what I'm trying to say, but this is pretty much ideal because Emoji is such a great solo healer that I could easily go for damage here, and if she's doing her thing, we don't have an Amani. I guess it probably took so long to load in, but yeah, she can focus healing the Yag, which is a pretty crazy combo. Chronos Nimble, I also now realize why I never saw that Corvus skin, the weapon fire effect was really, really annoying sound-wise for some reason, but Plug, Raw Saber, Solar Blessing, and then Unyielding and Split Shine. Let's just go really early and try and get the stun on the Makoa. Missed it. It's kind of nice to just leave it out sometimes to get the speed and stuff. I don't know how the cooldown is affected because it seems to be like lower. Like if I leave it there, didn't hit anybody with it, it's 5 seconds. It shouldn't be. The cooldown is meant to be what? 8? Yeah, so I think leaving it out for the 2 seconds, it still ticks down the cooldown. So you really do not need to teleport to it to get the cooldown down fast. You can just leave it. Like if I teleport to here, yeah, 8 seconds. So it definitely is still counting down. I'm dead here, by the way. What am I doing? Hello, Makoa. Shots on him here. He's just gonna jump off the map. I don't know if he's like purposely trying to do the combo like that or what, but there's a stun, didn't do anything because she's getting ulted. Is that working? I can't really tell. Paladins is so jank sometimes. Also, for some reason, I can see the emoji marks now, which isn't usually how it works. I don't know why it's showing me them. I remember that being a thing before. I will just keep getting the Yag. We'll go for the ultimate. I might be dead here. Yep, that's a combo. Fair enough. I feel like versus Evora, I'm at a pretty big disadvantage because you can just fly around. And if I can't get the stun consistently on somebody, you're just screwed. The main thing with this is you need to actually kind of be able to predict to hit the stun. What am I doing? I don't know. Kind of surprised me that he was even there. There's a heal on the Eevee. We'll throw the stun through, which doesn't go through shields out. I think we'll blink through to get damage on the BK. That didn't work. I don't know why the damage on the F is so bad. It is still a 45, by the way, which is why we're getting kind of screwed. I threw the mark, but I'm going to try and get rid of the Fury here. That stun missed. The damage didn't land there either. Can we get rid of her here? Yeah, the damage is fine. I just feel like trying to play a Fury here would be significantly easier. It's definitely not bad output, but yeah, PK's going for the ult. There's a heal on the Yag, get rid of him. Yag, and I think the rest of the team are doing fine, but we're obviously a man down. I just don't know if this is a setup I could really recommend over other setups. On its own, it's kind of fine. I don't feel like I'm massively ineffective or anything. But like going for a damage Fury here would probably work way better. I'm dead. Never mind, I threw my blink before I got hooked. Saved. Trying to heal her on the Yag. Emoji's doing the same thing. I think she's just dead though. See what I mean though? Their Fury is actually able to take out a Yag. I can't see a scenario where you as a Corvus here, even with the full combo, even if you hit the Yag twice, you're not going to clear it. We're going to go for the ult. I'm going to throw that just there on the top. Did that go where I wanted it to? Not at all. Blink back. Try to heal the Amani. I'm dead. The whole team's gone. Yag's retreating. Kind of the opposite of the first game, but there's the blink. That gave me the damage into a Fury stun. I'm dead. Koa hook. Okay. Just everything all at once. We're getting blasted here. They're playing quite well. I think as a team again we're doing fine, but trying to play damage Corvus is most of the time going to be a little bit more awkward than a lot of the other options you can go for, which is sort of what I was talking about at the start, that even though this might be recommendable, compared to a lot of the other options you've got, I just don't know why you'd go for damage Corvus, specifically if we're trying to play a different champion as a damage. The scenario I can maybe see it is if you go for Corvus and then you've already got like 2 healers and you're like, well, I guess I might as well go for damage because you want to play as like a healer, then maybe, but still, you're probably best off trying to convince somebody else to try and do the damage thing and you're just going to stick to healing. It's actually kind of surprising that in both the games today we had actually pretty good scenarios to go for healer Corvus, or damage Corvus I mean, which is, yeah, not really going to be the case I think most of the time. Makoa is doing the hook combo like that. I really don't get it. The whole thing of the combo is that you're meant to kind of get them on the edge and then throw them off without also getting yourself killed, because then you're just trading, and Makoa doesn't need to do that. Stun there through the Moji, blink, yeah, that's the entire combo plus the ultimate, and I still nearly lost the fight there. We'll blink through the Furia. Nope, but we did manage to get away. Don't know if I did a very good job of explaining it, but I feel like it's one of those things where I can kind of recommend it. It's just when you look at every other option you've got, I literally just emptied my entire mag and then some on that Makoa, and barely had enough output to kill him, whereas if you're a Furia stacked up and you're going for the damage setup, which I covered not long ago, you are going to be able to shred through him, and your DPS is kind of insane. I'm just, for some reason, feeling like jumping into a BK ultimate today, I guess. I don't know what I'm doing. Where did that BK even go? He killed the Eevee. Always feel kind of weird making these videos where I'm negative about a setup or something, especially when it's requested, because I do like healer Corvus a lot. Corvus is one of my lesser favourite champions when it comes to like support or hybrid stuff, just in general, but I do like healer Corvus, at least a little bit. I feel like damage Corvus has just never really been a thing for me. Can we save it? Oh, there we go, nice. So I guess again, Makoa just got himself killed. I think he does recognise me because of the way I was playing earlier, but I don't know why he's doing the combo like that. It is a weird setup. I do see the appeal to it, but I don't know if I would recommend it. If you're wanting to play something different, especially in a TDM, it can be really good fun. It's an option for sure, just actual meta and viability wise. Is a really hard recommendation. But there are the stats. Again, we did fine there. But shouts out there to their Makoa, and also our Eevee. Always letting people do it like this. Just play completely normally and then, mention it at the end. But shouts to the Eevee. Hopefully, though, this satisfied those of you guys that want to see damage Corvus. I'll do healer Corvus sooner rather than later, because I do need to revisit that as well. And as I said, I actually feel generally quite positive about, even though I'm not negative about this one, just kind of neutral. And I wish it was a little bit different or better somehow, because it is quite fun. The idea of it is really good. The main thing though really about it is it just doesn't feel that strong compared to most of the other options you have with hybrid stuff, which I talked about, I think, in the Moji damage video it was, right? Or one of the other ones, I'm not sure, but yeah, I talked about it sort of before, so I'm not going to get about it here right at the end. So just going to cut it. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys all really soon. Of course, leave a like if you enjoyed the video. Let me know also what you want to see me do next. And as always, stay frosty.